everyone, we're here at Team 24 in Barcelona, and today we're joined by Appfire, and we're so excited to have you here.
Hi, thanks so much for having us. I'm Amelie from Appfire, and I joined the ecosystem around 6 or 7 years ago as a customer originally, and then for 2.5 years or so I'm with Appfire, where we are helping teams to get their best work done.
Very exciting, and I know you guys have an app that you'd love to talk about today. Do you mind sharing a little details?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have quite a variety of apps, but today I want to talk about one of my favorite apps, JMWE, Jira Miscellaneous Workflow Extensions. It's an automation app, and it essentially helps teams to automate their tasks, get more done, spend less time on those manual things, and more time on things that really add value. And what's kind of unique about JMWE is that on one hand you have an unlimited number of automations that you can run. So unlike the built-in Jira automations where you're hitting your limits at a certain stage, with JMWE you're never going to hit your limits. You're always gonna be able to add more automations if you need them, and therefore it can also save you a lot of money because you don't have to upgrade to another Jira version. So one of our recent customers told us that they saved around 25,000 per year because they didn't have to upgrade. So that's the one thing. But then the more unique thing about JMWE is that it's kind of like a mix of a very easy to use interface. So you can set up automations right out of the box. Everyone, you and I, anyone walking in can just get started right away. But then it also allows for some more complexity. So it does have some scripting capabilities as well. So therefore giving you some sort of peace of mind for the future, so that you can scale and you can set up more difficult automations. You can pull in the APIs. So do all those kind of things as well if you need to.
That is amazing, and I know our users would love if you could show us how it looks and an example of how.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'm going to show you a little bit is a feature that is called shared actions. And shared actions are specifically created as a way to set up a configuration once, and then you can just reuse that configuration across different transitions and across different workflows. So again, just to make you more productive, so that you don't have to do it manually, you don't have to duplicate your efforts, and on the other hand, you can also ensure consistency. So in this case here, I'm showing one example where we have 3 different customer support projects here, and we want to make sure that the end customer always has a similar experience, so it always follows a similar process. And what we're doing now, we set up an automation, and then we reuse that automation across all of these 3 projects. You can see here, this is how you set up a shared action. You just click on the new action, and then this is the easy to use interface that I mentioned. You can drag and drop things, so it's quite straightforward. You give your automation, your shared action, a name. You select the relevant post function. In this case, you want to always add a comment that says your project has been started, just so that they are being kept in the loop, for example. And then, as you can see here, what I have shown in the screen is how you can extend your functionality with some certain scripting capabilities. You can get more complex than that. What I'm doing here is just pulling in one specific variable that shows which issue this is related to. But you can get more complex than that if you want to, and then you would configure it. And then let's apply the shared action. This is kind of the standard way how you set up a post function in Jira, so I'm kind of speeding through this process here, and essentially selecting the shared action that I have set up before, and then I add it to the workflow, and then I publish it. And then essentially, once it is published, I would repeat the same for the second project and workflow, and for the third project and workflow. And if you have more, you can obviously do that as well. But essentially, as you can see here now on the screen, as I'm changing this to in progress, a comment is being added. And the second one here, I'm starting progress, and then the comment is being added. And then the third one, starting progress, and then a comment is being added. So this is just one example of why JMWE is so powerful, because it really combines this easy to use interface with some more complexity if you need it. And as I mentioned, you can set up as many of these automations as you need without running into any limits.
I can see why that saves a lot of time.
Yes.
Absolutely, instead of doing it each time. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, thanks
really
so much
enjoy
for having
it.
me.
We'll go ahead and link you guys, so if anyone wants to start a free trial or book a demo, they'll know exactly where to go.
Perfect. Yeah,
Awesome.
thank you.
Thank you.